What's up, guys? Finally, I am back with another review. This is Reaction Nation, and I am reviewing the episode last night of Tyler Perry's Sistas. That would be episode 9 of season 3, titled Complicated Situations. Now, the synopsis goes: situations arise that will put certain relationships to the test. That's an understatement. This was one of those episodes that Tyler Perry broke down very well. Everyone had a little of the spotlight, and there were some surprises here and there. But what we're going to do is, we're not going to just ramble. We're just going to break it down piece by piece and examine this episode. And I want you guys to tell me what you liked about the episode the most. Like, subscribe, share, do whatever you can to make this channel grow. But first, let's talk about Andy and Gary. This is really playing out in a way that I'm really not sure how it's going to end. Fatima informed Andy, you should really tell Gary what's going on. Andy chose not to listen. Gary caught her, and to be quite honest, she looked kind of guilty. What is his name? Robin? He tried to get her out of the mess that she put herself in. We all know Gary's not perfect. You know, he has a temper, he has a jealous streak, but if you love someone who has a jealous streak, I say don't give them too much of a reason to be jealous. She chose not to tell him, and that's where they are now. But the one thing that really struck home to me about the situation was Andy really refused to admit that in a way she did lie. She kind of used her girls to not tell Gary the truth. Some may say she wanted him to stay calm. You know, he trying to do his best. He's in therapy, but change does not happen overnight. And that's where we are with Gary. I believe he's really trying. It remains to be seen if it actually works or not. And this thing about Gary and his therapist, I think it's leading to a bigger storyline. I don't know how many of you watched Empire, but near the end, Lucius had a therapist right after he had an accident. And what happens, which is something that usually happens on a lot of these drama shows, the therapist ended up catching feelings for Lucius and she ended up crazy. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen here, but what I am saying is Gary seems to talk about his therapist and talk with her about everything. So it may be something that Andy should keep an eye out for. And he spent the entire night at the gym. Really don't know how plausible that excuse is, but that's what he said, and that's all we really have to go on right now. Zach and Fatima. I have to say that it's really some great chemistry between these two actors and actresses. I like their chemistry, and you can really tell that Fatima is really fighting hard her feelings for Zach. I think Zach feels it, but the thing that really upsets me about Tyler Perry is, and I guess he has a method to his madness, but has anybody ever wondered why he just has not informed Fatima, hey, I told Karen we're done. I told her I wanted to be with you. He hasn't told her that. And then to be quite honest, Fatima hasn't asked. But the thing I really love about Fatima, you know, she could have been one of these women that puts a guy down, you know, because they're protecting their self. But she won't put Zach down, and he really loves that about her too. And she finally opened up to him. You know, she already told Andy, as the audience, we knew about her ex that left her, you know, dumped her and then got married the next day. And that's why she seems so close off and is really careful about who she gives her heart to. But day by day, Fatima is, she's opening up to Zach. I think she feels where this is going and she's trying to put a stop to it, but sooner or later, I don't think she's going to have much say in the matter. This is my recent Q thing. I'm not going to spend long on this because I really don't know what to make of it. Maurice is clearly trying to get Q to open up, make him a better person, show him that there are other ways to get things done than hustling and lying and cheating and stealing. Calvin, that's another subject, is getting his own way. I've said this on my first review. He just needs to talk to Sabrina instead of them fighting, saying it's done, I don't want to see you anymore. Clearly he is thinking about her. They just need to talk. Sabrina and Jacoby, another couple who, well, not couple, but another group of people that had very little spotlight. With Sabrina, I don't know if she's coming or going. Let's just get this out in the open. I do not condone fighting. There is an old saying that fighting is for the weak. It's easier to talk as adults and just get things out on the table. Now, in some aspect, Jacoby was defending himself because Calvin did, come at him first. But I really don't understand the way Sabrina is behaving around him. I mean, to give him credit, he realized he was wrong. And he brought her a paper saying that she did nothing wrong. Now, maybe that means that he went ahead and filed the lawsuit and he realizes he was wrong, and now he's giving her something that shows she was not involved in what he's saying. He's basically calling himself a liar. He apologized, so I will give him credit for that. But at the end of the day, Sabrina has to understand part of this is your fault. Just like Maurice told her, you are the supervisor. You messed with an employee. And Sabrina slept with Jacoby. I mean, they were going at it on the counter. It seems that Sabrina went left when Calvin caught them. Again, we're back at Calvin and Sabrina. This is not going to get resolved until both of them sit down calmly and express their feelings. That's what has to happen between them. Either they're going to move on together or they're going to move on apart, but it's not going to happen until both of them decide that, look, one way or the other, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk, and we're going to move on with our lives. Danny and Preston. I had a lot of hope for this couple. And don't get me wrong, I still have a lot of hope for them. But Danny is really falling back into bad habits. On a preview of the next one, she's telling Sabrina, that she feels like something is missing. And in a way, this almost reminds me of that movie with Simon Baker and Sanaa Lathan, where she calls herself Sanaa. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It reminds me of that movie, Something New. Where she really liked him. She had passion with him. And it took her a minute to figure out that I don't need a black guy. And I almost feel like Danny has gone through some stuff with Preston, his racist family. But I really do think that's the guy for her. And I think sooner or later she's going to realize it. I hope she doesn't realize it when it's too late and he's gone. But I think they can work it out. Just like Zach told her. Sit down and tell Preston how you feel. I mean, it may not be over if you just let him know maybe we aren't ready to live together yet. But she has to talk to him. And instead, she's choosing to ignore him, just stay away from him, lying, taking extra shifts or whatever she's doing. And he's not stupid. He sees something is wrong. Karen and Aaron, they probably had the least amount of spotlight on this episode. And don't get me wrong, that's fine with me. I really don't trust Aaron. I really don't understand what he's doing. I often wonder if he's actually a preacher. And Karen, I believe that Tyler Perry has a bigger storyline coming for her. But as of right now, she's kind of like the friend who is looking out for everyone because she doesn't really have a storyline. I mean, whatever it is, I almost feel like grass is growing, or that's what I'm doing when I watch her and Aaron together at times. At times, they are really, really boring to me. I hope Tyler Perry picks it up soon with their storyline. Now, this last piece, which came at the last part of the episode, but I'm sure that this is a name Zach will never forget. We all know, a few episodes ago, Zach, the white lady came on to the airport. She told Zach she left her laptop bag or whatever it was on the plane. It was very important. Okay, Zach is a good employee. He went and he got it. And because he got it, she gave him a stock tip. Okay. She asked him, I think she had $50,000 in cash, and she asked him to use the $50,000 in $1,000 increments in money orders to put money on the stock for her. He wouldn't do it. Smart move. But he did turn around and go to Sabrina's bank, even though that was not known to him at the time. He went and he put over $19,000, I think it was $19,900 on this particular stock. Maurice, he's going to lose all his money. That stock is bad, da 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 da. And then when the stock tanked, I kind of said to myself, it doesn't make sense. This stock has to rebound. Why would that lady go out of her way to give someone a bad stock tip that helped her? Okay, they went away from Zach and Fatima at the moment, and at the end of the episode, they come back. We don't see Fatima, but we see Zach. Someone calls Zach. He answers the phone. A lady from the bank says her name is Natalie Morgan, a name Zach probably will remember 50 years from now. She tells him, I think you should sell. You have, the stock is 787. And he assumes, oh my God, my stock sunk to $787. Why would I sell? That's such a loss. And she informs him, no, it is $787,000. That stock tip turned $19,900 into $787,000. Yes, Zach. Yes. Sell right now. That was the end of the episode. They showed where he's going to be talking to Natalie Morgan at the beginning of the next episode or whenever. And he's doing the right thing by telling her, I didn't know. They may try to get him for some insider trading or whatever, but as long as he sticks to the story that he didn't know it, maybe it was just luck. He'll be okay. But as far as this money, who knows what he's going to do? Well, knowing Zach, because I really think he's pretty much finished with Karen, he'll probably pay her the money that he says he owes her for living and, them being together, and she was carrying him the entire time. But what I hope he does is invest maybe $200,000, maybe to become a minority partner or whatever in the business that he got the 19 from to begin with. But let's be honest, we know it won't be long before Sabrina knows, because it's her bank, and she's going to tell Danny. And the one thing I will give Danny credit for is Danny's going to go and turn the news right back to Zach. But anyway, guys, this was just a quick review of the recent episode of Sistas. I will be doing more reviews if you guys ask me to. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, share this channel, and I will see you guys later.